Hello and welcome to my channel, Budgeting with Ali, or welcome back if you've already watched some of my other videos. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing and hitting that bell icon so you'll be notified anytime I post. So it's my favorite time of the month, and it seems to be your favorite time of the month as well, and that is cash envelope stuffing. This is January, and so I do have, this is my last January paycheck. I have 3 January paychecks this month, or this year, just because that's how it falls, and then I'll have another 3 paycheck month in July, and then December. So what I do with the 3 paycheck months is I treat the 3rd paycheck as if it is the 1st paycheck again, although there is going to be some slight differences, and if you go watch my bi-weekly check-in, you'll see why that would be, and I'll explain, of course, when we get to that as well. So, first up, let's stuff my, giving envelope. And so, what I'm gonna do is do 50, 60, 5, and then 50, 60, 5, and that makes the 130 total. I just do it that way so I have something to give every week. So I'll just put it in here. Alright, so giving is done. Next up is restaurants. I haven't been using this money as much lately because I have been, I've got gift certificates to Subway, so I've been using those a lot. But those are going to come to an end at some point, so I've just kept budgeting that money. So 20, 30, and I forgot to show the giving one, but if you go check out my bi-weekly check-in again, it will show you that I took out money and just put it aside towards debt. So definitely go check that out. So fun money. I overspent last paycheck, so for my personal money / fun money, so I am not allowing myself to have any fun money for this last paycheck, so I have to go 2 weeks without spending anything, just because I technically overspent last week, or the last 2 weeks, so that is why I'm not giving myself the fun money. Next up is groceries, and again, this is a category where I overspent by $15, so usually I would budget $65. I am now only giving myself $50, and that will have to be enough to get me through for 2 weeks because I did overspend in this area. Yeah, it was not a good paycheck for paycheck number 2 for spending wise. Alright, so bus. Technically, usually for my 3rd paycheck, I don't fill this. However, because of the way February's paychecks fall, I am going to stuff my cash envelopes this paycheck, and then the 1st paycheck in February, and then skip the 2nd paycheck in February in order to balance things out. Because in March, my paychecks fall in such a way that I'll have a week and a half to get my bus pass, whereas in February, I'd only have 2 or 3 days, and with it being winter in Canada and the weather being so unpredictable, I just felt it was better this way. And usually for paycheck number 1, I would budget $40. However, for this paycheck, because I'll be doing paycheck number 1 again for the 1st paycheck of February, and then I would be $5 short of my my bus pass, I decided to do the 45 this paycheck, when usually the 45 is for paycheck number 2. So 20, 40, 5. Alright, so my bus is the last of my cash envelopes. Now we're going to move into sinking funds. So the first of my sinking funds is for my vacation / trip is what I called it on here, and it does get $10. So, but I'm also going to count how much I have in here already. So 50, 100, 120, 130, 140, 150, So I'm going to take 10 more, add it onto the bottom, and I should have 160. So 50, 100, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160. So we've got a nice little nest egg. So we'll just put that aside. All right, next up is my gifts envelope. For the moment, I am doing it $50 because I want to make sure that next, if you haven't already, do check out my Christmas budget update, because that kind of lets you know how Christmas went, and it was a little bit rough for my totals because I spent more than I budgeted. So I'm planning to stick with this fall winter budget of giving 50 until the season ends for the hockey team I get season tickets for, and then I'll switch to my spring summer budget, which will be $25 only, just so that I will make sure that I have a nice amount saved up for Christmas, and that it doesn't get eaten up by birthdays in the meantime. So right now I have 50, 100, so I'm gonna do 20, 40, 50, just to make sure that I didn't slip, because these bills are tricky, they sometimes stick together. So 50, 100, 120, 140, 150. And once this reaches 250, I'll put this into a high interest savings account, and then I won't touch it until I start Christmas shopping. So now we just have 20s and 5s left. Alright, so what's next? Next is my Misc, which I kind of treat as a medical fund. So I use it to buy vitamins, my prescriptions, and I'm hoping to save up the $250 maximum so that I can get an eye appointment and get some new glasses. I do have frames that have the lenses from my previous prescription to the ones I'm wearing now that I will probably see if they can just do, but I should probably get a second pair because I only have one pair of glasses that usually has my current lenses, and I'm constantly worried that I'm going to break them and then I'm going to be in big trouble because my vision is really bad. So I really, really do need my glasses. All right. Okay, so Misc, 10. So I'm going to count and then I'll add 10 and then we'll do that. And just ignore that. My landlords are using their sink upstairs and you can kind of hear it through the pipes down here. All right, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and then we'll add 2 5s, which makes 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 105, 110. So that's going well as well. Always nice to hear. Okay. So we'll just put this back in the Misc envelope. Alright. Subscriptions is next. And again, I do have money. I did use this money to pay for Disney Plus, and now I'm saving up for that membership fee again, which will be due in November. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and then 5, 10, so should be 70, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70. Alright. This will just go in like so. And finally is my hockey. I do purchase season tickets for my local hockey team, and I've already paid for my playoff tickets, and then so now I'm just saving up for my regular season tickets for next year. So the deal is, right now this envelope is open, but that does not mean this fund is empty. Last paycheck, I reached that $250 threshold for any single envelope. So I took that money, put it into a high yield savings account, and I'm just gonna keep that there so that I don't have to worry about it. And then when it comes time, I'll transfer it to my card, because I use my credit card to pay for my season tickets, and then just pay it immediately. So hockey gets 20, which means I technically have 270, but only 20 in my envelope. I know that might get confusing, but it's just, I feel more comfortable that way. Yeah, so let me know. Do you prefer spending with cash, credit, debit? What's your preferred spending method? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you haven't already, again, please do subscribe and hit that bell icon so you'll be notified anytime I post. And don't forget to like and comment on my videos. I always appreciate hearing from you and what's going on in your guys' lives. So until next time, bye!